In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to access and work your to-do list. So to go ahead and access your to-do list, you'll need to be logged into the system. If you're unsure of how to log in, please view the password and login video on our YouTube channel. But otherwise, from the login page, you'll notice that there are multiple options in this toolbar at the top of your screen. You can go ahead and select the To-Do tab, which will pull up your to-do list. Now, looking at this screen, it might look a little bit busy at first, but each dark gray line is going to represent an individual transaction. So for example, this one here is the asset disposal of property. This one's the fundraiser application, and so on. Now, just keep in mind that each of these will be different and vary depending on which forms your school or company has purchased from us. But that being said, each of these lines below are also an individual transaction that's waiting for your review and approval. Now, in order to approve a transaction, you'll just need to select a line of information. But if you're looking for a certain transaction, you can view these filters right here to help you find a particular line of information. For example, if you wanted to find the asset disposal for Sally Test, you could look under the first name filter, and then right here you can see Sally Test is down at the bottom. So if this is the one you're looking for, you could go ahead and click on that line to begin the transaction, which I'll go ahead and do so. This screen just means that you've started the transaction, so you can go ahead and click continue to move on to the next page. And from here, you'll need to fill out any required information and then review and then approve or deny down here at the bottom. And once you've approved or denied, you can go ahead and sign and submit. Now, one thing to remember when you do open your to-do list or when you complete a transaction is to make sure you're selecting the refresh button in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. This will ensure that any recently submitted transactions are visible or that any recently completed transactions are taken off of your to-do list. And the last thing on your to-do list that I want to show you is going to be this unlock button right here. This button might seem a little intimidating, but we promise you, you will not break anything if you select it. And we actually have this set up so that more than one person is not trying to complete the same transaction at the same time. All it does is that if there is ever more than one person who can approve a transaction, for example, if there's multiple bookkeepers or multiple principals, you can unlock this transaction so that anyone in that group can view and approve. So I'll go ahead and select that button and then press refresh. So for example, if you started a transaction and were unable to finish it because you got sick or had to leave school for any reason, you can unlock the transaction so that it will be visible to those in the same group, and they'll be able to go ahead and finish the transaction on your behalf. So that's actually all I have for this to-do list tutorial, but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us at goodbyetopaper@gmail.com.